Overall, a lot of features here. The mic, the windshields, the camera. I really look forward to trying all these features and functions out, especially inside the camera.
So the low light mode is restricted to 4K 30 frames per second. Now your microphone is on. Your voice will be picked up.
Instead of yours.
Yeah, you don't have to come close.
Well, you want these extra mics?
Alright, so So right now we are using the DJI Microphone 1 version, and this is completely low light. There's literally just the street lamps over here, and now we have connected both the microphones version 1, the DJI Microphone version 1. To understand it a bit better, these are version 1 dead cats or microphone mufflers. Those won't fit the version 2. These are like afros, but these are more like soft teddy bears. Yeah, very soft.
Yeah,
These are like afros.
yeah, these are rough.
So the old ones are a bit hard to insert, but the newer ones are much easier. You just need to plug it in. But the old ones we need to insert and then twist it to lock. Let's try to track this, alright? So even in the low light, when it's recording 30 frames per second, let's try to track the faces. Now I'm going to hit my face, and you need to double tap. Okay, active tracking not supported in low light mode for some reason. Okay, so if you are filming in low light, you might have to use a joystick to move the gimbal. But let me change it to the regular mode from the low light mode. So now I'm filming in 4K 25 frames per second. This is the regular mode. This is not the low light mode. So I think it'll be a bit noisier, but this one can actually track the faces.
Let's try to double tap. Yeah, your face.
Alright,
Okay.
so my face is being tracked.
Enable.
So when I move to the left, it's tracking me. But I think towards the left, this is the extent the gimbal can move. So I'm gonna turn right of the gimbal, and we can see that this is still tracking me. Even though the monitor is facing away, I'm still being tracked. I'm gonna go up, go down. It's tracking me. Yeah, it's tracking pretty well, even in the low light.
Run, run, run.
Yeah, no. Okay, beyond this, it's not tracking me. Let's try the other way. Okay, the other side, it's tracking me only to some extent, but this side, even in the low light, it's keeping up. It's keeping up. Okay, this is the extent.
Wow.
Once I come back, it's picking up the tracking. I can clearly see it.
Yep.
Yeah. This is low light test.
Careful.
Pretty well. Yeah, I'm going further, and I'm going back.
How far can you go?
I don't know. Let's see how far I can go.
It's still tracking, still tracking.
Still tracking?
Yep. Yeah, oh yes.
Ooh.
Keep going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
The square is becoming very tiny though. It's still tracking. Oh, why don't you go like as far as the pool? Maybe I want to see how like.
I can't go back, like run back.
Yeah, keep going, keep going. You don't have to run, just walk. It's
Is it
still
recording though?
It's still recording, it's still tracking.
Is it recording?
Yes, it is. It is
All right.
recording.
How about now?
Yeah, it's still there. It's still
It's still tracking?
It's still following you.
I'm like, how many feet away from you?
I don't know, like
At least 10
several-
meters, right? I'm gonna run.
It's still tracking. It manages.
What?
Despite the low light, despite you being black on screen.
I'm wearing all dark. I'm running into the dark. It still manages to track. Wow. Let's see.
Oh, now it's tracking my face now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I come to the frame again. No, it started to track her face. Yeah.
I'm being stalked by
Yeah.
the camera. Now you can look for yourself how
Right.
far it goes. It's still tracking, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Go to your left and right. Wow. Okay, it turns.
Yeah, this is nothing. You went like double the distance.
Keep going. It still tracks.
Yes. I think at this point, it's not looking at my face anymore. It's just looking at me as a whole object moving.
I think so.
Still?
Okay, yeah, it's still tracking. You can come. You can come. You can come. It's still tracking.
Yeah.
It keeps tracking.
Yeah.
This is the farthest I want to film you, actually. Wow. Okay, it follows you. It really follows you. Oh,
my
no, 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 it's gonna lose you. Wow. Good.
Wow, it's fast.
It is.
Oh,
Let me see. You can pick up my face.
go behind you.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
there now.
Finally, it picked me up.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so the face recognition is something that is non-existent here. I mean, in the sense that it doesn't fix to one specific face, like a face registration does in Sony, but it recognizes face, any face in the frame, and it would shift to the face that's more visible to the camera. Oh wow, okay, it picked my face again.
No,
Oh, it picked my
stop.
face.
No.
Oh, my face again.
Ah.
Wow, fantastic. Good job, DJI. I mean, I was really skeptical when I was looking at this camera at the store, but now I think it can be used in very tricky situations, given that you use the camera properly. Like, I'm still trying to track my face. Even if my wife's face is in front, it tries to somehow manages to get my face, even if I'm just moving along. Yeah, it's very tricky.
You have to go into that red square. Ah, no, it's chasing you.
Yeah, yeah. So even if I'm like right here.
Oh, okay. So once
Oh.
your face is hidden, once it loses track until you reappear.
Yeah. So if I'm missing for a couple of seconds, then it would miss me completely, like this. Now that I reappeared, it still hasn't managed to catch me up. But now that I'm appearing in that red dot again, it's catching me up. It's like a game. It's a fun game, actually. But yeah, this is really amazing. It's scary though, but it's amazing. Even in the low light, we can see that even if you don't use the low light mode, it's still doing a fantastic job. Yeah, thanks to that f2.0 lens and the 1-inch sensor and the image processing overall. It's really good. Right now, I'm not filming using any log format. It's just a regular format from the DJI camera, and it's just doing a wonderful job. Yeah,
Oh,
so you just need to tap once to stop the facial tracking. Now it will just stay there. Yeah. All right, good job. So testing gimbal as in like walking shots, how it performs. So right now I'm using a big pole as a selfie stick to film this, and it's very wobbly at the top end. This camera is a bit heavier than GoPro, but I think it's still doing a good job. I don't know if it's actually recognizing any faces. There's a mode for it, but yeah, auto detects face. Yeah, okay, yeah, now that I have turned on the mode, it is auto detecting the face. So my face is being detected, and if I'm moving out of the frame,
oh, it says something. It says gimbal endpoints reached.
okay, what about now?
It's-
Now your
this
face
is
is
my
being,
face.
yeah. So it can detect any face in the frame,
Yeah.
and yeah, it will continue to track that face, which is good. Okay, it's tracking even the backside. So these things can come really handy when you're having a vlog kind of shot, like this, for example, and you just keep talking and walking. The stabilization is pretty good, as I showed you in the previous video. And let's say that you are facing the camera forward, the stabilization is still okay. As you can see here, now that I have changed the vlog mode to the front mode, it's still working really good in my opinion. There is too much wobbliness from my side because the pole that I'm using to film this is very long and the bottom end of the pole is really shaking. But this gimbal, I think even in the low light, I hope that the frames are not missing or skipping, and it's producing a good image. The pool is supposed to be blue color. Now it's just like black, oily smudge.
Dark.
But yeah, let's go to a brighter location.
Yes, tennis
We're
court.
heading to the tennis court.
It's lit this time. Usually it's dark.
Yeah.
Lucky. They know that we're here to film. No.
So here it's a very bright place,
Huge.
and so we can see the transition from the dark to the light areas. It's fantastic. There's a tennis court. Yeah, it's good. It's doing a really good job. Gimbal rotation is very smooth in my opinion. The colors are more or less accurate. I wish the white balance can be a little better, but there's no complaint from my side. It's exposing to the face, and so I have no complaints at all. Even when my face is too dark and her face is too bright, the exposure is spot on in my opinion. Maybe I can add a bit of correction when it comes to contrast. I'll add a bit of contrast just to make my shirt actually being black rather than being gray color right now. But otherwise, I think it's good. It's wonderful. I mean, I'm more than happy. I paid for it and we purchased it. We pre-ordered it. We received it today. And so I was very excited to test the product out. We managed to get the product today. And so, yeah, this is our first post from Thailand. Although you don't see much of Thailand, it's like any other building anywhere in the world. But this is a low light test nonetheless. With just the ambient light, we can see what is the output that we are getting at 4K 25 frames per second without using any log footage. And this is all filmed with the wide angle lens attachment as well. So yeah, if you have any doubts, just follow us, subscribe to us. We'll be making more such content using this to be our primary vlogging camera. And so you can expect more content, more doubts answered related to this product, and you will have an amazing footages from all the cameras we own, from all the locations we visit.
Let us know what you want us to experiment on with this camera. Let us know if you want us to go to somewhere specific, like maybe at some other dark place if we can. Yeah, or
Not shady ones, just dark.
somewhere with a lot of landscape or something like that. We'll see what we can do.
There is this DJI Mimo app that you can install in your phones, Apple phone and Android phones, and then you can use that to control the gimbal action from your hand. Maybe if you're using a tripod or you're a one-man person who is filming yourself, then this app comes in really handy when you're setting up the shots. You can set it up, you can control the gimbal movement if you're not planning to use the tracking function of the DJI Pocket 3.
Yep, so it's sadly loading failed. Uh-oh. Well, I'll try again. Oh,
Just a quick disclaimer, we have already paired the Pocket 3 with the phone, so it's directly connecting to the camera. If you haven't done the pairing before, probably you might be wanting to pair the Pocket 3 with the phone app, that is DJI Mimo. Now that she has the interface turned on, I'm going to try to control the gimbal movement. Even if I'm not in the frame, it's gonna move. So my wife will be the
subject.
subject.
Model.
So I'm moving up and down and left and right and up again. So we can see that this gimbal function from the remote app is working perfectly fine. Not too much of a lag. It's working really good. If I just want to take some walking and talking shots, just follow the movements of me, then I can really control the movement with just using the app.
And we can do facial tracking from the phone as well.
Yeah, so we can even do the facial tracking. One thing I realized, if this app has reached the horizon position, there's a translucent rectangle blinking on the screen, detecting the horizon level, which is really good. Like when you say you have missed the horizon point, when you move the gimbal from up and down motion, you can still set it up at the horizon level, which is fantastic, which is very subtle, but fantastic. And we can, let's say, if I want to highlight any face, I can just draw a square like this and then just track myself.
And something like that.
Yeah, so now that I have drawn the square, this has already started to track me. Now that I'm moving, it's still tracking me. So which is really good. If I want to stop this, I can stop it any time like this. Now it will be tracking my wife because I have drawn the square on her face. So it's not going to track me anymore. It's just going to track her. Yeah, which is good. Like any function that you want to use on the camera, you can also do the same with your mobile app, which is really good. The speed at which the gimbal rotates is really fantastic following. Oh no. Yeah, you picked it up, yeah?
No. Luckily, this is not at some mountainside. Imagine it just goes down the cliff.
Right. Okay, it missed your face again.
Yeah. So I went too fast.
Yep. Cool. Right now we have performed the continuous recording test for this DJI Pocket 3 and we realized it has been recording for the past 18 minutes and still recording. I hope there's no overheating when it comes to this much amount of recording time. Most of the cameras, that is even the mirrorless, they would not record this much without overheating at 4K 25 frames per second, but I commend Pocket 3 for keep on recording for about 18 to 20 minutes now.